Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So it's bright and early, Tuesday morning. Mind, body, and soul, daily discipline. This is how we get through. Everybody stay on your program. Let's go through some lies. Talk about lies. I have a list of 5 or 6 lies that you were told. We were all told. Maybe it was your mother that told you. Maybe it was your father. Maybe it was a mentor. Maybe it was your grandfather, your teacher. Somebody told you these lies. Let's go through them. The first lie that you were told was, you can be whatever you want to be. Anybody ever tell you that before? You can be whatever you want to be in this world. All you have to do is try hard, right? You put your mind to it, and you can be whatever you want to be. Your mom told you that, right? People told me that. It's not true. You can't be whatever you want to be. I'm sorry to tell you this. You can't. You can't just be whatever you want to be. You're limited. Everybody has limits. Even God can't be whatever he wants to be. Nobody can. You're not a shapeshifter. You're not a wizard. Who is it that said that? A hobbit can't be a wizard. You can't be whatever you want to be. You're limited. You have to stay within your limits, and you can get to you can stretch those limits. But it's important to understand this rule, because it's not meant to squash your ambition, to kill your dreams, to hold you back in life or hold you down in some way. No. To realize that you can't be whatever you want to be is actually liberating. It keeps you from suffering, from following futile, useless paths that weren't meant for you. Not every path has your name on it. Find the path with your name on it. Walk that path. The next lie is, the world needs you. We're told this. You may have been told this as you were graduating college or leaving the military. The world needs you, son. No, nobody fucking needs you. I've seen more than 24 people die right in front of me. Not all at once in a mass shooting, one after another after another. Each one of them was a friend of mine. I've seen motherfuckers die in the streets as they looked at me in the eyes, screaming, help me, help me. And I can't do nothing. Just watch the life fade out of them. I've seen so much death. My own father. The world moves on, man. The world goes on like a cold-hearted bitch. It does not stop. Nothing stops. The world does not need you. You need the world. The world doesn't need you. It's like a hot chick. She don't need you. You're not as important as you think you are, and that's not meant to squash you, to bring you down, to put you down, to make you feel lesser, little. It's not meant for that. A lot of people have this ego. And they fancy themselves like they're heroes. Like they're Superman. Like the world fucking needs them, and it doesn't. We don't need you. You're not that important. What are you really contributing? The most heavy-duty, biggest hitters out there. The most powerful, amazing people that have ever existed have died. And time just marched right on, man. Like nothing ever happened. Your whole life is just a flash. So it's not nihilism. It's not meant to put you down or make you feel like, well, what's it all for then? You got to stop looking for the world to need you. I think that's a mindset. It's a delusion that people have, that they're told that the world needs you. You know, I need myself. I need the people around me. They need me. It's mutual. But you may not need me. My neighbor doesn't really need me. My boss doesn't actually need me. He can replace me. Right? I mean, I'm self-employed, but you get it. You're replaceable. And there's a million people like you We think that we're so unique. I'm the only version of me. Oh, really? You think that? I could fill a stadium with versions of you. They all look the same. They all act the same. You go to any college campus and you notice this. There is no individuality. It's an ocean of baseball caps and backpacks, and everybody's the fucking same, learning the same shit. The world doesn't really need you. Let's go on to the next one. The next lie is that you are the most important person. It's kind of similar to the last one, but it's like taking it to the next step. And we're told this maybe by our parents, by our lovers. Your dog may think that you're the most important person. You may start to think, because of your little scene, your little life that you live, that you're the most important person. Some people believe this. There's a lot of bosses and leaders that think that they are the most important person. Nothing can really last without me. The president might think this, a king might think this, a CEO might think this, just some rich douchebag might think this. But you're not the most important person. Nobody's more important than anyone else. We're all born equal in the eyes of God. Let's go on to the next one. You're often told this lie. You can create a new world. Just go out there and you'll create a new world. A lot of people, a lot of activists are thinking that they can create a new world with their Facebook memes that they post. They think they're going to create a new world with the signs that they write and that they go and march with and protest with. They think they're going to change the world. People, you're not going to change the world. The world hasn't changed. I love when people talk about this, about how much things have changed. Inflation goes up and down. Prices go up and down. Crime goes up and down. Wars come and go. Bad weather comes and goes. Shit's more the same now than it's ever been. When I really look at things, get past the technology and the iPhones and the bullshit, nothing has changed since I was born, man. It's the same. We're in the same fucking game, and it's just being played over and over and over again. People act like they're gonna change the world, and what you really need to do is just change yourself. This is the caveat. The way to change the world is to give up on that fantasy and to only change yourself. Outlook is everything. When we change our outlook, a dirty street can become beautiful. An ugly person can become beautiful. Change your outlook, you change the world. Education is truth. You're told that. Education is truth. Educated people tell the truth. When you read a book, when you find a source, put that in quotation marks, a source, I'm always told to look for a source. You believe it is truth. Oddly enough, ideas and education changes. Science is a great example. Science changes. What we thought was true 100 years ago is now nothing. None of that shit's true. None of it. None of it's true, and people swore by it. Get a time machine, go back in time to 100 years ago, 150 years ago, and start mouthing off like you think you know everything. They will burn you at the stake as fast as that match will light. You're done. You know, people have this idea that education is truth, but it's really just relative to the time and to what our limited scope of knowledge is and what our understanding is. We're always understanding more. You think now is the greatest point of all human understanding that will ever exist? I wouldn't make that claim. Education is not truth. What truth is, like right now, what is truth right now? If education is only temporary, it only works for the temporary moment because tomorrow could be different. What is truth then? Is it just some illusion, some fantasy, a hologram? No, truth is love. Love is truth. You want truth? Experience love. That is true. That's truth. The last lie that you were told. It's a little bit difficult. We're going to have to try to hash this one out. You think you can demand justice without forgiveness. That's what you think. That's what society thinks, is that we can perform justice. We can punish people. We can bring you to justice. What does that mean? What does justice mean? Equity, equality. What does justice mean? Whatever it means, we can perform that upon you like an act of war. Force justice into you. But we don't have to forgive you. We can lock you in the bottom of that prison and never see your fucking ass again. You're fucking done. Goodbye, motherfucker. We don't have to forgive you. But is that justice? Is it justice when someone wrongs you and you punish them, you hurt them? You say, this is karma, bitch. Eye for an eye, right? Because that's ultimately what karma is. Justice isn't followed by forgiveness, it's preceded by it. Forgiveness happens before justice. If you want to experience justice, you have to forgive first. Justice is forgiveness. It's a sense of evenness, back to normal. Making things right again when they were wrong. And part of that is mentally, is your outlook. Forgive yourself. Forgive those who have trespassed upon you. Don't hold grudges on people for the rest of your life. If you do, you don't know what justice is. You have to know what justice is when you die, because you might be judged. If you don't know the difference between right and wrong, between virtue and sin, then you're just forever lost. And the path to peace, you want peace. Everybody wants peace. Peace and love. The path to peace is always through a pathway of forgiveness. You got to go through those thickets of forgiveness to get to the path of peace. It's the only way. It's all food for thought. Thanks for watching.